I think this will open up a lot of eyes to so many South Africans that are still keeping voting for the ANC, for a lot of people who are still voting for the DA, for a lot of people who are still voting for the EFF. The ANC, you know, they've been selling our country for many years. The DA continues to bring illegal foreigners for cheap labor in our country. The EFF want illegal foreigners to come to this country for them to vote for the EFF. Mr. Leon Amos Schwaber is doing his job, but I am not happy. Chidima's case is still not solved. We're left hanging.
My daughter said for me, Daddy, can I tell you something that's bothering me about you? I said, yes. She said, Daddy, why is it that you don't want the foreigners to own businesses here? Why is it that you don't want them to own businesses here? They're looking for money for their children also.
If I had the powers, I would remove Mr. Leon Amos Schwaber to sports and arts and culture and bring Gayton McKenzie to Home Affairs.
They refused to let my family into Ethiopia. With all the papers, having paid for a visa. They gave us the visas. And the Ethiopian government refused for us to go into Ethiopia.
We must continue to fight for this country. We must continue to defend this country at all costs. Those politicians who are allowing illegal foreigners in our country, I can guarantee you, if we can do proper research, they are not South Africans. And we know who they are. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending what time you're watching this video. You could be watching from South America, you could be watching from North America, you could be watching from Asia, you could be watching from Australia, you could be watching from Europe, you could be watching from Africa, the mother continent, you could be watching from the Caribbean, you could be watching anywhere around the world. It could be the first time you bump into my YouTube video, it could be the first time you bump into my face, it could be the first time you bump into my voice. My name is Claude, the Prince from South Africa. You're probably asking yourself, what is he talking about? Why is he here? We're here to talk about what's happening in South Africa. We're talking about current affairs, we're talking about what's happening in the world, we're talking about what's happening all over the world. So guys, if you want to know what's happening around the world, you want to know what's happening in Africa, you want to know what's happening specifically here in my country, mostly I am here to defend my country from the criminals of these people who are coming to our country to destroy our country. I'll be the first one to be here to be defending my country, because we are not going to allow them to come and destroy my country. But more than 77% of you guys, you're watching my content, but you have not subscribed. I don't know what you're waiting for. So please kindly guys, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to hit that notification bell, so every time I upload my video, so that you can be the first one to get these videos that I upload on a daily basis. Even though I don't upload every day, but I try sometimes to post 7 days a week. So please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell, so that every time I upload the video, you can be the first one to get the thing. Guys, also you can also support my video. There's 3 ways to support this channel. The first one is to watch my video from the beginning to the end. Watch the adverts, don't skip the advert, guys, so that we can get the small amount that we can get from YouTube. And so the second way that you can support this channel, somewhere at the bottom here, there's a $sign with a thanks button. Please hit that $sign and the thanks button. You can donate any amount to this channel if you want to donate to this channel. And the third way to support this channel, there's some join button. If you hit the join button, you can join to become a member of this channel. So that's the 3 ways that you can support this channel, guys. So if you want to support, just do any of the 3. Watch the video from the beginning to the end. Don't skip the adverts. Hit that $sign, the thanks button, or hit that join button. So guys, there's something that I want us to talk about here. I think this will open up a lot of eyes to so many South Africans that are still keeping voting for the ANC, for a lot of people who are still voting for the DA, for a lot of people who are still voting for the EFF. If you watch this video and you still want to continue to vote for this 3 party, I would say you need to to have a meeting with yourself. Call a meeting to have a meeting with yourself, because you cannot watch this video and you still want to vote for the ANC, you still want to vote for the DA, you still want to vote for the EFF. I've done a lot of videos giving you my reason why we should not be voting for these three parties. Because the ANC, you know, they've been selling our country for many years. The DA continues to bring illegal foreigners for cheap labor in our country. The EFF want illegal foreigners to come to this country for them to vote for the EFF. They continue to sell out our country. It is me and you who can protect this country. I am happy to start to sing Gayton McKenzie to keep on making these videos. Because Gayton McKenzie, if you want South Africans to vote for you, you must keep on defending this country. And I know Gayton McKenzie, they've given him a wrong portfolio. Gayton McKenzie, he was supposed to be at Home Affairs. Mr. Leon Amos Schwaber is doing his job, but I am not happy. Chidima's case is still not solved. We're left hanging. If they're busy still doing investigation, this investigation is taking too long. We cannot keep on giving these people chances after chances. We have done it with the ANC and they failed us for many years. If I had the powers, I would remove Mr. Leon Amos Schwaber to Sports and Arts and Culture and bring Gayton McKenzie to Home Affairs, because the problem that we're having in this country, I believe Gayton McKenzie can solve that problem. Mr. Leon Amos Schwaber, you have not solved Chidima's case. We have not seen the mother and the father and Chidima herself in court. But today I am not here for that. I am here to tell South Africans, next year we are voting. 2029, we are voting for the leader of this country. We must use our brains, not use our hearts, what our heart loves. I love the ANC, but I will not vote for the ANC. I used to like a bit of the EFF before they changed to be bringing illegal foreigners in our country. But I loved the ANC. I'm not going to go with my heart. I'm going to go with my brain, with this. I am going to go with this, because sometimes what you love, it's not the best thing. What you love, sometimes it's not the best thing. So let me play you this video, and I want you to watch this video of Gayton McKenzie. And we want Gayton McKenzie to keep on making these videos. But let me not talk too much. Let me play you this video.
Not everything needs a fight. Sometimes you fight instead of taking the lesson. I'm going to repeat this because that's what I want to talk about. Sometimes there's a lesson and not a fight. Nou wil julle voorbeeld maak wat gebeur. My dogter sê vir my, Daddy, can I tell you something that's bothering me about you? I said, yes. She said, Daddy, why is it that you don't want the foreigners to own businesses here? Why is it that you don't want them to own businesses here? They're looking for money for their children also. I said, okay. I said, can Daddy teach you an example in the next 8 days? She said, fine. We go to Dubai on holiday with my kids. I block off one day. I get them all visas to Ethiopia. I pay. My office fills in every form. I pay 30,000 rent. I tell my kids, come. We jump off in Ethiopia. I said, we're going into Ethiopia for 5 hours. I want you to tell me, do you see a South African with a shop there? They say, fine, Daddy. My daughter says, of course there'll be South Africans with shops. I said, I'll give you 1,000 rand for every South African with a shop you will see in Ethiopia. When we got to the border gate, they didn't know who I was. They check our visas. They say, where do you stay in Ethiopia? We said, no, we are not staying. We are flying back to South Africa tonight. We are just going for 5 hours. They say, but you have to have a hotel. I said, but why would we need an hotel if we are not staying? We are going in and we're coming out. Here's our flight ticket back. Here's our visa that you gave us, that we paid for. They said, no, you're not coming into our country. My elder son says, what? I said, shh. This is not a fighting time. This is a lesson time. They refused to let my family into Ethiopia. Was all the papers, having paid for a visa. They gave us the visas, and the Ethiopian government refused for us to go into Ethiopia. And I said to my kids, let's go back. I didn't tell them I'm a minister. I didn't need to tell them I'm a minister, because I wanted to impart a lesson to my children, that when their father says, Abba Hambe here, it's because their father behaves no different than what these people that wants to take over our country is behaving in their country. I'm a minister. They can check that on the screen. But they didn't want me in the country. My son is a successful businessman. My children have flights back. They don't want to let them in the country. But they come in our country. And there's some of you that says, we must allow people here to destroy us. So next time, before you open your mouth, you must understand why is it that your leaders are taking certain decisions. Why will they protect their country, but they want to do what they like in our country? But the main lesson I want to impart with you tonight, you fight where you should learn. I'm going to repeat that. You fight like my son wanted to fight. It wasn't a fighting moment. It was a teachable moment.
I hope Gayton McKenzie's son learned a lot why we are fighting for this country. I hope his kids, they've learned a lot why we'll come to this street to defend this country. We have no other country. When you have been chased away, the country that you're going to come back is South Africa. When your kids are being chased away, the only country that you are left with is South Africa. We must continue to fight for this country. We must continue to defend this country at all costs. Those politicians who are allowing illegal foreigners in our country, I can guarantee you, if we can do proper research, they are not South Africans. And we know who they are. Those people who are allowing illegal people in our country to come and destroy our country, they are not South Africans. We've kept quiet for too long. We cannot allow this to continue like this. This is our country, and we must continue to defend our country. I'll make videos and videos and videos and videos about my country. I'll defend this country, because if we don't defend this country, we have no place to run to. This is our country. These people who are here to do illegal things in our country, destroying our country, we cannot go and do the same thing in their country. I can guarantee you right now, in Ethiopia, in Somalia, there's no South African who's having a spaza shop there. There is no South African having hair salons in Zimbabwe. There's no South African having salons in Nigeria. There's no South African having salons in Mozambique. There's no South Africans anywhere in the world doing what they're doing to this country. There's no South African having spaza shop in America. There's no South African doing as what these people are doing in our country. We must continue to defend this country. And for those who comes to these comment sections, because I know they're here to talk nonsense because they want the peace of this country, we must not allow criminals to come to our country to destroy our country. Enough, it is enough. Enough, it is enough. You cannot, as a South African, and those who tell you, you must travel, South African are not traveling. We have a country, we have the best country in the world. They are traveling because they've got a shit countries where they're coming from. The majority of them are running around because they've got nothing. They've got nothing in the country. We must fight for this country. When you are busy traveling around, they're taking over your country. We must stay here and build our country. We're going nowhere. We're staying in our own country and defend this country and build this country. And we're calling for all the illegal foreigners to protect, to leave our country. Enough, it is enough. And I hope it's not only Gayton McKenzie's children learn a lesson. I hope you, yourself, who are against us when we say we don't want illegal foreigners, you have learned something from this. Those who are in this comment section talking nonsense, and you are a South African, I hope you have learned something from watching this video. Because we shall not continue allowing illegal foreigners in our country. We must defend this country. Guys, I will not stop until these people are out of our country. I will not stop making these videos until these people are out of our country. There's no more jobs in this country. We're overcrowded in our own country because of these illegal people. They're taking everything that belongs to us South Africans, and we're allowing that. We cannot. We cannot. There is no more business for South African people. There's no more jobs for South African people because of these illegal people who are taking everything that belongs to South Africa. They're not following our laws, and we must sit there and say nothing. We must continue to fight and defend for this country. Gayton McKenzie, we want him at Home Affairs. Ramaphosa must leave the office. The ANC must fall. They've sold our country out, and they continue to sell our country out. We cannot do what these people are doing in their countries. It is time we defend our country. Let me not make this video long, guys. I'll see you in my next video. I just wanted to pass this message from Gayton McKenzie. If you don't know who I am, my name is Kulaniza Tsonga, Prince from South Africa. If you think I'm going anywhere, I am not going anywhere. I'll be here to defend this country. I'll be here to defend this country. You like it, you don't like it, I'm going to be here. Because, guys, jokes aside, no more jobs. Guys, I called 5 or 4 friends of mine, borrowing just 2.5. Everybody had no money. Everybody had no money. No jobs. No jobs. Why? Because illegal people are working in our country doing cheap labor. People are running around our streets doing cheap things. We must take back all these illegal foreigners out of our country. We cannot. I mean, 5 people, they did not have 2.5. They did not have 2.5. Everybody's complaining about business. Everybody's complaining about work. We cannot have this South Africa and we're suffering and illegal people are eating and taking the money out of our country to their countries. Enough, it is enough. I'll see you in my next video, guys. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you in my next video. Sharp, sharp.